The sun peeked through the curtains, casting a gentle light into the room. It painted the room in a warm, golden glow, making everything seem serene and peaceful. Mr. Thompson, a kind-faced man with silver hair, was still asleep, his breathing steady and calm. Beside him, nestled in a dog bed, lay Buddy, his loyal golden retriever. Buddy was a golden retriever, his fur once bright and shiny, now dulled with age. He was old, like Mr. Thompson, and they had spent many years together. His once bright gold fur was now speckled with white. Mr. Thompson stirred, slowly waking up. He reached out a hand to scratch Buddy behind the ears, a familiar and comforting gesture. Buddy thumped his tail weakly against the bed, acknowledging the affection. He let out a soft groan, a testament to his old bones. Mr. Thompson smiled warmly at his old friend. "Good morning, old friend," he whispered, his voice filled with love and tenderness. Mr. Thompson knew today was different. There was a heaviness in the air. He could feel it in his heart, a deep, unspoken understanding. Today would be their last walk together, a final journey shared between two old friends. 12 years. 12 years they had been together. Through every season, every joy, and every sorrow, they were inseparable. Mr. Thompson remembered the day he brought Buddy home. It was a day filled with excitement and anticipation. A tiny ball of golden fur, yipping and bouncing with boundless energy. Buddy's playful antics brought laughter to the household. Buddy grew up with Mr. Thompson's children. He was more than just a pet. He was a sibling, a playmate, and a protector. He was there for all their milestones, birthdays, holidays, and every family gathering. First steps, school plays, graduations. Buddy was a constant presence, always there to share in the joy. Through thick and thin, Buddy was there. He was a source of comfort during tough times and a companion during the good. When Mr. Thompson's wife passed away, Buddy never left his side. He was a silent guardian, offering solace in the darkest hours. He was a furry, four-legged therapist, offering silent comfort and a wet nose to wipe away tears. He was family. He was love. Mr. Thompson looked at Buddy. He was sleeping now, peaceful and content, as if dreaming of their many adventures together. Mr. Thompson knew he wouldn't have much longer with his friend. The thought was almost unbearable, and Buddy would be lost without him. It was time. Time to say goodbye to a bond that was truly unbreakable. They walked slowly, Mr. Thompson and Buddy, side by side. Down the familiar lane, past the park where Buddy used to chase squirrels with joy. Buddy sniffed at the familiar scents, his tail giving a slow, gentle wag. Mr. Thompson watched Buddy closely. He was so frail now. His steps were slow, his breathing was labored and heavy. Mr. Thompson stopped and gently patted Buddy's head. "You're a good boy," he said, his voice thick with emotion and love. Buddy leaned into Mr. Thompson's touch. He licked Mr. Thompson's hand softly. His tail wagged once more. Mr. Thompson knew it was time to go home together. The house felt empty, almost too quiet. Mr. Thompson sat in his chair, gazing out the window. He looked at Buddy's empty bed, remembering the good times they had shared. He felt a deep sadness, a void that seemed impossible to fill. But he also felt a sense of peace, knowing Buddy was no longer in pain. Buddy was at peace now, resting in a better place. He had lived a good life. The doorbell rang, breaking the silence. Mr. Thompson opened the door. A woman stood there smiling warmly. She was holding a small golden puppy, its eyes full of curiosity. "This is for you," she said gently. "His name is Charlie." "He needs a good home," she added, her voice filled with hope. Mr. Thompson looked at the puppy, feeling a spark of joy. The puppy wagged his tail. Mr. Thompson smiled. "Hello, Charlie," he said softly. "Welcome home."